But I think the media have had enough of us, and we're always happy to see them, but we sometimes have enough of them too.
Good morning, everyone. I'm really delighted to have you all here and to have such a great representation from our federal government and from British Columbia. We have media in the room, obviously, and they're going to stay for a couple of minutes as we get things going, and then the media will leave the room and we're going to open it up to a conversation.
Everything is so weird with Melanie Joly, Minister of Industry now. Goodness gracious. Doesn't like the media. We'll put up with you for so long. Then we'll have a closed door meeting. Give me a break. What do they have to discuss? Let's find out.
I think it's worth a round of applause, guys. No? Thank you, Jared. I agree that the federal government needs more BC. And that's exactly why I'm here. And of course, I'm happy to see Gregor, Jill, Jonathan, Jake, Zoe, who's been following me pretty much everywhere. And happy to see all of you. Yesterday, I was at Triumph. We announced a landmark announcement of $1.3 billion to support 9,700 researchers across the country, and also many other different research projects. While other countries are taking their own decisions regarding their own universities and regarding research, we believe in research, and we will attract the best and the brightest. And we'll have a brain gain strategy also soon, and I really hope that BC can benefit from it. Now, why am I here? Well, folks, I'm here in the context of a trade war. And what is the battlefield? Well, the battle is actually the economy, and the front lines are the sectors that are being tariffed. As of 2 days ago, these sectors were the steel, aluminum, and auto sectors. Now there's a new front line that is being opened, which is copper. And in that context, my three priorities are: first, protect jobs, particularly on these front lines. Second, it is to create jobs, because I really think we have a fantastic opportunity to create jobs, notwithstanding what's going on with the US. We can do so through the use of defense procurement. We will have major investments in the defense sector. We need to make sure we create jobs out of this defense procurement strategy. To give you an example, before the end of the fiscal year, March 31st, we will have invested $9 billion in defense. One national daycare strategy for the country is worth $1 billion, so 9 times that. And $3.2 billion of that will be for industrial benefits. So I want to make sure that BC gets its fair share of that investment. And so we will be working, of course, with Bridget and the Chamber, and I'll have more to, with the Board of Trade, and I'll have more to say in the coming weeks about that. But I want you to bear that in mind. We can create jobs also, and Gregor was referring to it also, in, of course, housing, to build, but AI, tech, energy, critical minerals, and pharma. So these are the sectors we're really looking at to create jobs. And finally, we want to attract the best and the brightest and support our researchers. So working on a brain gain strategy is also my third priority. So let's focus on that. And of course, if you have any other issues, we can definitely talk about it. But I think the media have had enough of us. And we're always happy to see them, but we sometimes have enough of them too. So
thank you very much, Minister.
Thank you.
Let's see what Minister Joly, Minister of Industry, has to say. She doesn't have any like for the media. I think that's reciprocal. Let's take a peek at her trying to be friendly when she doesn't like these people. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Good, thank you. So good to be in Vancouver. Yesterday I did a very important announcement to support research in Canada, $1.3 billion for more than 9,700 researchers and for many research projects, because Canada is, of course, not for sale, but we're open for business and open for science. And here today I'm meeting with a lot of business leaders, CEOs, to talk about how we can protect jobs in light of this trade war, but also how can we create jobs. Because we need to attract much more investments to make sure that our economy is strong. So that's why I'm here. I'll just say it in French very quickly and I can take questions. These illegal tariffs, and we think that they're a direct attack against our workers and now on the in the copper industry, and so we'll fight against them. My job as the Minister of Industry is to make sure to engage with the companies and to engage with the union leaders. I've started yesterday. I spoke with Glencore and I went also to Tech Resources, and at the same time I'll be continuing my engagement later today. I have many phone calls that are already scheduled, and I'm of course in contact with my colleagues also on this. We are waiting for the details of this decision by the White House and by the President, but we'll fight against it, period.
Speaking to lumber companies, we've spoken a lot about protections when it comes to tariffs on steel, aluminum, autos. Could lumber workers and lumber companies see something similar if Section 232 tariffs?
So we know that the lumber industry is extremely important, particularly for BC, particularly for many regions also in the east part of Canada. So my colleague Tim Hutchins has been also very much engaging with the lumber industry. I'll have conversations today, and we're in solution mode. The issue with lumber has been long-standing, and we've always denounced it, and we've always fought against it, and so that's why we'll continue to do. This is our position of principle.
Are those duties part of the ongoing negotiations between the Prime Minister and the President?
Of course, everything is on the table because we're always denouncing any form of illegal tariffs, and we think that that's affecting, like you said, steel, aluminum, and also auto, and potentially now copper. But we also have a long-standing issue with the lumber industry that we need to be able to address. So on SAP mandates, I think there are two things. First, we know that there are illegal tariffs against the auto industry, which are completely unacceptable, and we're fighting against them. And we know that the industry is facing huge challenges because of these tariffs. So we're working on a auto support fund of worth $2 billion. So we're in solution mode there, while also imposing counter tariffs. At the same time, we know that we need to help the industry to modernize itself. And we know that there's been lots of investments in the electric vehicle sector. So we think we can do both. We think that we can be very pragmatic to make sure that we support the sector, and at the same time we can help with this adoption of new vehicles. And in that context, we're having many conversations about it, and we'll have more to say in the coming weeks. Thank you.
It always seems like they have something to hide, gang. Like every time they get in front of the cameras, it's propaganda, rhetoric, and what seems to me is people trying to hide their hand. They're playing against Canadians. It's frustrating to watch. That's it. Aaron, Canadian Looney, like, share, subscribe, zipping along. Melanie Joly, Minister of Industry, sold us out to China. Nobody's talking about that. Ask her a question about the PRC.